Assalamualaikum everyone. Our group will discuss the impact of Industrial Revolution 4.0 on labor in Malaysia's agriculture sector. Agriculture is one of the main industries that plays an important role in the national food production in Malaysia. According to the Department of Statistics Malaysia, DOSM, the agriculture sector is classified as the third largest sector to contribute to the country's gross domestic product (GDP) in 2022 with a value of 6.6%. Now, the world is moving towards Industrial Revolution 4.0, where technology is increasingly being adopted into agricultural equipment. Technologies such as Internet of Things (IoT), Big Data Analytics (BDA), Artificial Intelligence (AI), and Precision Agriculture help the agriculture sector to improve performance and achieve better productivity. This transformation changed the role of agricultural labor and demanded new skills from labor to increase the competitiveness of the agricultural sector. These changes have both positive and negative impacts on labor in the agricultural sector. The first positive impact of Industrial Revolution 4.0 is increase in labor productivity. Adopting smart farming technologies can effectively control the growth of the environment of planted crops. According to Mat Lazim ETAL, farmers can use mobile devices from their office without physically being at the farms to monitor the growth status of the planted crop. By using remote monitoring and automation, it reduced the need for physical labor on the farm and helped with faster decision making. This method allowed each worker to manage a larger farmland more efficiently and increase labor productivity. According to the DOSM report in Quarter 2, 2025, the agriculture sector showed an increase of 3.5% in productivity per hour worked, with value added per hour worked at RM25.20 per hour. The value added increased by 2.1% and reached a value of RM25,673 million. Other than that, the positive impact of Industrial Revolution 4.0 leads to an increase in laborers' income. The adoption of Internet of Things (IoT), such as IoT-based fertigation system in the agriculture sector, can increase laborers' income. The system uses water-soluble solid or liquid fertilizer through drip irrigation system to get higher fertilizer use efficiency and increase crop yield. By using an IoT dashboard, farmers can monitor and manage the operation of the system from afar. This technology adoption increases the labor income by boosting the overall production and quality of crop yield as well as reducing the production cost. Malaysia Digital Economic Corporation (MDEC) introduced a program called Malaysia Digital MD (AGTech), which integrates digital systems such as IoT, Big Data Analytics (BDA), and many more to help farmers increase productivity, enhance the quality of production, and boost their income. Actually, farmers receive benefits from his investment in digital agriculture technology (AGTech) by adopting the IoT-based fertigation system. It has increased the quality of his grade H yields up to 90%, simultaneously improving productivity and his income up to 20% according to the MDEC report.
Lastly, Industrial Revolution 4.0 has caused the shift from low-skill labor to high-skill labor. According to Penang Institute, the adoption of automation technologies is changing the nature of employment and labor demand in Malaysia's agriculture sector. The agriculture sector is shifting the labor demand from low-skill labor to high-skill labor due to the adoption of Industrial Revolution 4.0 technologies. Before this, agriculture sector relied on labor-intensive method to handle crop cultivation. After the Industrial Revolution 4.0, most of the low-skill job has been automated with smart agriculture technologies to enhance the production and quality of crop yields. According to Bank Negara Malaysia, effort to automate and digitalize will directly create more high-skill jobs such as technicians and IT professionals. As for the agriculture sector, Industrial Revolution 4.0 has created jobs like drone pilots, agronomists, and IoT technicians. The World Bank Group said that these skilled workers are needed to handle drones used in production, support intelligent production control, or leverage big data for marketing. This labor shift benefit in upgrading the skills of labor to suit the demand for labor, simultaneously transitioning toward higher income for labor.
However, with the many recent technological developments in Malaysia that provide benefit to the country, it still has negative impact that cannot be avoided due to several factors. Because the more we rely on it, the more we forget how to live without it. So, without further ado, let's talk about risks and negative impacts on labor and society on Malaysia. So, our first point is structural unemployment and displacement. First, the rise of highly sophisticated technology requires advanced skills to operate. This creates barriers for semi-skilled or unskilled workers as the complexity of the system is difficult for them to master. As a result, if this trend continues, their roles will increasingly be replaced by technology itself. According to data from the University of Nottingham, Malaysia 2021, 54% of jobs in Malaysia are at high risk of being affected by technological advancement, including semi and low-skilled workers. This data shows the huge potential for unemployment in Malaysia to increase. A rise in unemployment reduces consumer purchasing power, which negatively impacts the Malaysian economy if not offset by the right reskilling policies. As Oswald Timothy Edwards states, the automation essential to Industry 4.0 being concerned about job displacement require a shift to roles that complement technology. The underlying conclusion is clear that technological development reduces the need for conventional human labor. Therefore, we can see that as automation continues to shape industries, new talent and skills are needed to become the workforce of the future. Graduates must be prepared for the new era of automation and acquire the skills needed to succeed in the job market, as skill preparation is a critical factor in facing Industry 4.0.
The second negative impact is slow adoption of elderly farmers. Since the IR 4.0 technology like drones used in the agriculture sector is expensive equipment, it requires a high level of skill to operate. Insufficient knowledge of its use can lead to significant financial loss. This is the main reason why many farmers, especially the elderly farmers, are hesitant to adopt Industry 4.0 and choose the traditional method that they consider less risky. In the year 2023, the Chief Statistician of Malaysia highlighted the breakdown of agriculture operation by gender and age. Among individual farmers, 74.4% were male and 25.3% were female. In the term of age group, the largest share of individuals involved in agriculture was the 60 years and above category with 458,263 individuals, followed by those aged 46 to 59 with 326,287 individual, and the 31 to 45 years age group with 190,952 individual. The 50 to 30 years group represent only 33207 individuals. The data show that Malaysian agriculture sector depends heavily on old farmers aged 60 and above, and only a small number of youth aged 50 to 40 are involved in this sector. Sufia Salahuddin stated that Malaysian agriculture sector is facing a growing demographic imbalance, with almost half of individual farmers now aged 60 and above, according to preliminary findings from the 2024 agriculture census. This presents significant challenges, including manpower shortage, slow adoption of modern technology, and the urgent need to rejuvenate the sector. Therefore, it is important to encourage youth to pursue careers in agriculture to ensure long-term sustainability and food security for the country. If older farmers are unable to adapt to new agriculture technologies, they face the risk of being displaced by tech-savvy youth. This displacement may increase unemployment among older farmers and cause their income to fall, reducing their purchasing power. The decline in consumer spending will negatively impact the economy. To prevent this, the government should launch campaigns to help elderly farmers adapt to new technologies under Industry 4.0. This will reduce unemployment and help stabilize the country's economy.
In conclusion, we can assume that the impact of Industrial Revolution 4.0 on labour in Malaysia's agricultural sector can bring numerous advantages to the society, both in transformative and challenging aspects. On the brighter side, with the help of technologies including IoT and AI, it may boost labour productivity, boost the income of farmers, and redistribute labour to the jobs that are more skilled, like drone operators and IoT technicians. However, there are still some risks that cannot be avoided with the adoption of RI 4.0 technologies. The situation with the automation of agricultural processes is that semi-skilled and low-skilled workers are likely to be substituted and be under threat of structural unemployment. Besides, heavy dependency on the aging population farmers is a hindrance to technology uptake in the sector, and it will further deteriorate the generational and skills gap in agriculture. In order to reap the advantages of IR 4.0 and at the same time mitigate its adverse effects, some of the aspects that Malaysia should consider, including reskilling and upskilling of vulnerable workers, youth engagement to rejuvenate the agricultural workforce, support to older farmers to adapt the new technologies, a policy framework that balance between technological changes, social and economic inclusion. With proactive actions, Malaysia is in a position to make sure that its agriculture sector is robust, competitive and sustainable within the digital transformation era.